rides in fast with a mic in hand, boots on the ground, he's taking a stand. Talking top ropes and a steel cage fight, Dr. Love's bringing passion every Saturday night. From Nashville bars to the squared up stage, he's calling out legends, flipping the page with a cowboy hat and a wild red heart. He's been loving wrestling from the very start. Yeah. He's Dr. Love, the American cowboy, taking down hate and bringing the joy. From pile drivers to a power bomb kiss, ain't nothing sweeter than a suplex bliss. Red, white, and boots of flame. Aaron loves wrestling, riding that fame. He's breaking the rules, but he's always true. This cowboy's heart bleeds red, white, and blue. Turn up the heat when the lights go low. He's calling matches like a rodeo show with a rebel soul and a wild man's grin. If you step to the mic, you ain't gonna win. He's got love for the stories and love for the fight. Late night talks under neon lights. He'll walk that line between rough and refined. Dr. Love's got a lariat and a mastermind. Yeah, he's Dr. Love, the American cowboy, running on passion, not just a ploy. With fire in his voice and truth in his eyes, he's calling it live where the legend lies. Red, white, and boots of flame. Aaron loves wrestling, riding that fame. From the buckle to the brawl, he stands so tall. Dr. Love's here to give it his all. Yeah. So raise your glass to the rebel host, to the cowboy doctor we all love most. From heartbreak heels to fan favorite cheers, he's been riding with wrestling for all these years. Dr. Love, the American cowboy. This ain't just a show, it's a power bomb blow. He rides in fast with a mic in hand, boots on the ground, he's taking a stand. Talking top ropes and a steel cage fight, Dr. Love's bringing passion every Saturday night. From Nashville bars to the squared up stage, he's calling out legends, flipping the page with a cowboy hat and a wild red heart. He's been loving wrestling from the very start. Yeah. He's Dr. Love, the American cowboy, taking down hate and bringing the joy. From pile drivers a powerbomb kiss. Ain't nothing sweeter than a suplex bliss. Red, white, and boots of flame. Aaron loves wrestling, riding that fame. He's breaking the rules, but he's always true. This cowboy's heart bleeds red, white, and blue.
Lights go down, the bell's about to ring. Aaron's in the booth talking about everything from WWE to you, classics and the rest. You know he's got the passion and he's bringing you the best. Aaron loves wrestling, feel that heat. Every finish.
How's it going, everyone? This is Aaron Loves Wrestling Podcast, and I'm your host, Dr. Love, the American Cowboy himself, and I'm here to talk about NWA Powerrr. That's right, NWA Powerrr. If you don't know NWA Powerrr, let me give you a little breakdown. So, if you don't know NWA, well, NWA was a old school wrestling company way back in the 70s, in the territory days. Yeah, NWA, AWA. I think even Memphis Wrestling, Mid-South, you had all of them under the territory umbrella. And then, of course, WWF at the time of Vince McMahon coming along to destroy all of that, which ruined the territory days and kind of put a damper in professional wrestling, in my opinion. Then you had NWA still go on a little bit longer with WCW. Then they broke off of WCW, NWA. Long story short, eventually went out of business, and then they kind of revived under TNA. Then they had a falling out, so then you didn't hear of NWA for a long while. Well, Billy Corgan brought back NWA Powerrr in 2019. Then, of course, 2020, the pandemic, that probably put a little hurt on the company with the fan attendance and things like that, but they still kept going. And there was a few other controversial issues going on with NWA Powerrr past couple of years, but now they are doing really well in 2025. I watched a little bit of it a few years ago, thought it was cool, but now I really love it. One of the reasons I love it is the return of the red, white, and blue ropes, and even the red, white, and blue ring. That's right. The red, white, and blue ring in general, not just the ropes. And I think the ring looks gorgeous. The NWA ring right now is my favorite wrestling ring. I have all the promotions. That's just me. But not only that, they got a solid roster. A lot of them are former talents of WWE and AEW and TNA, all of them. So you got all of them in this. And they brought back the classic belts, too. I love the classic belts. They even had the NWA United States Tag Team Championships. Man, I'm so glad those are back. Not only that, we have the national NWA National Championship. You have all the classic belts from back in the day brought back. And you even have a twist with the women's title belts. Yes, you got a women's division in NWA. You got the women's world championship. They have a women's NWA television championship. Let me just break it down here on of all the titles that they have here in NWA, which again, I think it is great that they brought back the NWA classic titles. You got the NWA 10 pounds of gold World Heavyweight Championship. You got the NWA Women's World Championship, the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship, NWA National Championship, NWA World Television Championship, the NWA Women's Television Championship. They even got the Mid-America Championship with the classic look, and it looks amazing. The classic NWA Tag Team title belts. You got the NWA Women's Tag Team title. You got the NWA United States Tag Team Championships, which I love. Those are all the classic title belts. And again, they got a solid roster. You got Tom Latimer, Kinsey Page, Alex Taylor, a guy named Mims, which he's pretty cool. He's new. Brian Idol, Tiffany Knives, uh, Knox and Murdoch, which if you remember Knox, he was Mike Knox in WWE, and Trevor Murdoch with the late great Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch back in the day when they were a tag team in WWE. You got Jeremiah Plunkett. Uh, you got the Southern Six, which has Kerry Morton, Ricky Morton's son. Uh, and you got a lot of cool wrestlers here, and a lot of them have classic looks. Classic looks what you would see back in the day of NWA. If you just go look at their roster, you see all these guys and girls on this roster. It's amazing. And I watched the past few shows from when they first debuted on Roku to tonight's episode, which I'm going to review tonight. We're trying to make this an ongoing thing because I really enjoy NWA, the classic wrestling that they provide, the classic type promos that they provide. They even have some commercial breaks with their kind of commercials, which brings back that classic feel of wrestling. They got some classic field type teams, especially the Southern type teams of even the Cowboys and stuff like that. So I just love this company, and I'm glad it's back. And looking at the crowd, they got a solid crowd uh, showing up every week. And when they come in my area, I'm gonna try to go to a show. I'm gonna try to go to NWA Powerrr. They even brought back the territories. Yes, the territories. They brought that back. And it's a few other independent wrestling companies they got going around. They got some that's theirs, like NWA. They got NWA Texas. They got all these different. They got Dog Pound Championship Wrestling involved. There's a couple other wrestling promotions involved in this territories. So I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. They brought back that classic feel because I know a lot of y'all who are from the older generation who used to watch that and love professional wrestling like it was back then. I encourage you to go watch NWA Powerrr because it'll bring back that old time classic feeling to wrestling and get you back to loving wrestling again. And that's my goal. Share the love of professional wrestling. So I'm gonna go through this card here tonight. It's not much. There wasn't much tonight. They had some like 3 matches, but there were solid wrestling matches. So I enjoyed tonight's show. I really did. Uh, and I'm going to look forward to the future shows of NWA Powerrr. It's on every Tuesday night, on every Tuesday on the Roku channel. You can turn it on and watch it. They'll air the episode and just enjoy this classic professional wrestling. In the first match, we had Wrecking Ball Legursky going up against Jay Bradley in a chain match. And I thought this match was really good. It was a really good chain match. If you don't know what a chain match is, they get strapped to this chain and they go at it. There's no rules or anything except for a pin, and that's it. There's no submissions. There's no DQs, no way out. The only way to win is to pin your opponent. And I thought these two guys put on a great chain match. I really did. It was a good classic match. Went good about 10-ish, a little over 10 minutes long. And I thought it was good. And that's what I think. That's what I loved about it. It wasn't many matches, but there were good long matches, and it was good wrestling that kept you in tune. It kept you tuned in into the match, every second of it. Uh, Wrecking Ball comes out with the victory over Jay Bradley. We'll see if this feud keeps going on. Again, I got to catch up on a lot, but I'm going to tune in to every NWA Powerrr episode from here on out because I think this one was a good show. Next, he had the Colognes, which if you don't know them, they were from WWE. Carlito and all that. They went up against Daisy Kill and Talus in the Crockett Cup quarterfinals. That's right, the Crockett Cup. If you don't know about the Crockett Cup, it was a tag team oriented tournament way back when in NWA early days, because tag team wrestling was highly respected in that era of professional wrestling. And then, of course, when you had them go out, it went, the territories go out, NWA went out of business, things like that. The tag team wrestling hasn't been highly respected as it used to be. Now, but back in the day, it really was. You had a lot of tag teams back in the day, and they competed in tournaments like this. One of them is the Crockett Cup, So they brought that back. We're in the quarterfinals now. Colognes went up against Daisy Kill and Talos. This was a good tag team match. I really enjoyed the tag team action in this match. I really love Daisy Kill and Talos. They looked great together, especially Talos. Talos looked phenomenal. Big tall dude. Kind of reminds me of Kevin Nash. No joke. If you go watch this, go look up some of these guys and you'll see. But they had a great tag team match. The Colognes came out with the victory, and they defeated Daisy Kill and Talos to advance in the Crockett Cup. So we'll see who they will face next week. We'll have another tag team match next week in the Crockett Cup. So I am excited about that. I'm excited that this is back. I really am. I really glad that all this is back in professional wrestling again. They got a solid crowd that shows up. They got a great presentation and production they got going on, and again, they brought back this classic feel to professional wrestling, where it's, just professional wrestling. That's all it is, right? They had a couple promos and video packages in there. There's one with Thrill Billy, yeah, that's his name, and that Mims guy, and Thrill Billy's trying to talk to him about getting that title. Because another thing back in the day was if you was the NWA National Champion, that basically was your ticket to be the next challenger for the NWA World Championship. That was another thing back in the day that they did. So that's what they brought back here with NWA Powerrr. So this guy's putting the title on the line. So if he loses the title, well, Thrill Billy would be the new, I guess, number one contender. So that's one thing about I love about this with this title and with this stipulation. I just think it's great. I love this. I go back and rewatch the classic wrestling with AWA, NWA, Mid South, WCCW, the classics. And to me, that was the golden era of professional wrestling. I love wrestling nowadays. I do. When you go back and watch that old school feel of professional wrestling, to me, you just can't beat it, in my opinion. You just can't. Uh, it's that good old school classic feel, just professional wrestling. It's nothing, no fancy lights or anything like that. They're still coming out to the ring and they're going in and wrestle, and that's all it was. I love it, and I'm glad that NWA Powerrr is back. Thank you, Billy Corgan, for bringing this back. If you want to come on the show and talk about NWA, I invite you on the show. Let me know. We'll book it, set a date, a time, because I want you to tell about the NWA, get it out there, because I love NWA Powerrr and a big fan. I'm going to continue watching every week. Next, you got the NWA World Tag Team titles, not the titles, the World Tag Team Champions, Knox and Murdoch going up against Mike Mondo and Spencer Slade in another Crockett Cup quarter match. Yes, the tag team champs can be in this tournament. So, in this, this was a good match with these four guys. They were really, these four men. They were really good. You had good, solid back and forth tag team action in this. Is another good 10+ minute match, and Knox and Murdoch come out with the victory in this, and it was again a good tag team match. We had two tag team matches. We'll start off with the one-on-one match, the chain match, and then we got the two tag team matches. So that was some good wrestling right there, in my opinion. I really did enjoy it. I loved it. Can't wait for next week. I really cannot wait for next week. They also celebrated the 77th anniversary of NWA. NWA 77. They celebrated that this past weekend. So 77th anniversary show. NWA's been around a long time, very long time. So I'm glad that this is still going. This is a really good company right here. They've included the women. The women's got a lot of good matches in this as well. Good solid roster. The titles. It's really, really, really. It's really good. Excuse me. It's well put together. It's really well put together. I enjoyed. I, I, I enjoyed watching this tonight, and I want to continue going back and watching some more episodes to get caught up on a lot. But I really thought this was a really good match or a good show and tag team wrestling again. Tom Latimer, the NWA World Champion, that 10 pounds of gold title looks beautiful to me. The best looking title in professional wrestling. You can't beat it. You can't beat these old school titles right here. So I will continue to be in watch. Again, I'm glad like you got United States Tag Team Championship. The NWA United States. The NWA used to have a lot of those titles, and they were defended in all the territories with other promotions, and those promotions also share their titles as well. It was a shared thing. It wasn't no, oh, we're by ourselves or blah blah blah, right? Oh, well, we're better than you, so we're not going to go and wrestle over there for you. We don't have to drop your title. No, they shared the title. I'm sure there's some controversy back in the day. I'm sure there was some back in the day where they kind of try to strong arm the other, but overall they were just kind of uh, well put together unit, and they traveled. They shared the rosters. You had Ric Flair that was really big and popular in that time. He was a 9-time NWA World Champion. Um, and he went around defending the titles of different promotions, the title belt, the different promotions, and dropped the title over there with their champ and all that. You had Jerry Lawler who wrestled back in that time. So if you watch that wrestling back in the day, which to me, going back to watch it as my age, I didn't grow up in that era, but going back to watching those old school classics, to me, it was just the best in professional wrestling, the best. Um, I enjoyed it. I loved it. I appreciate it, and I'm glad that NWA Power is here. And I'm going to support it. Want to continue watching. Want to try to go to a show, my first live show. And if you haven't watched it, I encourage you to watch it. I encourage you, especially if you don't know about the classic, uh, the old school days, the classics. Go look them up on YouTube. Well, like what I do. Go look on. You can even find some on Peacock that WWE has on their deal. Go look them up there, but go look up NWA Power. Really good, solid show. I enjoyed it. I like it. I think it's great. So go look up NWA Power because they are a great wrestling promotion, old school type feel, the classic feel. And if you missed that, you'll enjoy this. I appreciate everybody watching. Hit that like button, hit the notification bell. Uh, Let me know what you think about NWA Power. If you go back and you watch it, let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about NWA because I, I enjoyed it. So this is a really good eye opener for me because again, I think this uh, promotion bringing back the old school stuff is really great, um, and I'm going to continue watching. I really am. I really enjoyed the night, and I enjoyed the past episodes I watched. So if you're not watching, I encourage you to watch. I really do. Please go watch. NWA Power. Every Tuesday now on Roku. You can even go Roku channel now. It's free. It's free. Just go on Roku. Go search it up, NWA Power, and go watch it. It's not too long, about an hour long. Go watch it. Go tune in. Let me know what you think because I enjoyed it. So, uh, thank you everyone for watching. I love all y'all. Appreciate y'all. just like I always say every single podcast, just remember, love professional wrestling. Have a good night, y'all. Appreciate it.
Lights go down, the bell's about to ring. Aaron's in the booth talking about everything from WWE to you, classics and the rest. You know he's got the passion and he's bringing you the best. Aaron loves wrestling, feel that